So let us talk about the social media first, and I'll just tune myself, and we'll fix up the whole thing in a second. If you haven't followed us on social media, I request you to follow us on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Weber's Educomp Limited. This is our blog, which is a wonderful blog. We have our Instagram handle and our Facebook handle, and our Telegram handle is also the same. In case you've got any problem, you can contact me at this number for WhatsApp. So let's consider the test format first. If I talk about the test format, CELPIP test format is very simple. The exam stands for Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program. It's a Canadian language test for immigration. This exam is basically out of 12 marks. So every subject is out of 12. So if I talk about maximum number of marks, that is 12, which is called as Advanced Proficiency in Workplace and Community Context. Now, this is CLP level. Let me explain you what exactly is CLP level. CLP level stands for Canadian Language Benchmark, CLB. This is Canadian Language Benchmark. Now, what does it actually mean? This means that these are the number of points that are going to be added in your immigration file when you give the exam of language proficiency. You get 12 marks if you get 12 in listening, reading, writing, speaking. So 12 marks are added. Now, what is the meaning of 11? The meaning of 11 is again the same with a slight lesser marks, that is 1 mark is less. If I talk about highly effective proficiency, that is 10 marks, and CLB is also 10. If I talk about 9, that is effective proficiency, and CLB level is also 9. Now, the best part is that this is the basic grassroots level that has to be covered for. In IELTS, we call it 8777, 8777. But if I talk about CELPIP, that is 9. The level is 9. So many people keep telling me, how can you get 12 out of 9? And it's not that. It's not 12 out of 9. It is 9 out of 12. And 9 is the basic benchmark level. That is the CLB 9. IELTS is different, CELPIP is different. Don't confuse them. IELTS is out of 9 bands, whereas CELPIP is out of 12 bands. 9 is the minimum that is required. Like 8777 is the minimum that is required for IELTS. 9 is the minimum that is required for CELPIP. So please do not confuse yourself here. Be very clear about it. Very clear. Let's talk about the test format now. Part 1 is listening, 47 to 55 minutes. Part 2 is reading, 55 to 60 minutes. Part 3 is writing, that is 53 to 60 minutes. And part 4 is speaking, that is 15 to 20 minutes. This is the basic format of the examination. Now, if I talk about the writing format, we have 2 tasks here, task 1 and task 2. What is task 1 and what is task 2? We'll see that. If I talk about task 1, task 1 stands for writing an email. And if I talk about task 2, that is responding to a survey. Responding to a survey. Now, all the viewers who are watching me here, I request you to keep on chatting because I've got this phone with me and chat station with me. I can respond back to you on chat. So it is important if we keep the class as interactive as possible. Now, today we'll be our handling for today is going to be on writing an email. We are going to learn how to write an email in CELPIP exam. It is not difficult, but it is very scoring. The total number of words that are there to be written, it's 150 to 200. These are the words. And 27 minutes is the writing time. 26 minutes is the writing time for responding to survey. And 150 to 200 words is the minimum that is required. That is minimum that is required. So do not go above 200, do not go below 150. So that is not advisable. Today we'll be working on writing an email. So let us see how to write an email. But before we do that, I would like to tell you what does Webbers do in CELPIP and how do we teach you CELPIP. So every day you are given an access to the portal. You have 7 days a week material. That means the material changes every day. You have to practice every day. Live classes with mentor every day. Mock test in a week. Our results are excellent. If you see our videos, our results are absolutely excellent. Tips videos are there and global classes are there. If you have to book a demo, these are the numbers which are also given in the description below. 1800-137-1975 and two mobile numbers are there. And webbers.in is the website that you can go to and you can book your demo there. Now, writing task one, writing an email. Let us talk about writing an email. How the email is to be written. Let's talk about that. Let us form an outline of the email first. 150 to 200 words is mandatory. How to start? Para 1 is situation and why you're writing the letter. Para 2 is point 1 with support and example. Para 3 is point 2, support and example. Para 4 is point 3, support and example. Concluding para is the last para where we finalize everything. Now keep this tip very handy with you. This is how we have to write an email. This is the outline of an email. Let us try one example. So you have to write 150 to 200 words now. Let us see what is the topic. Write an email to the manager of a football club asking about a part-time job. Your email should do the following things. Now, remember this thing here, that how do we handle this? You have to write an email to the manager. So obviously, you do not know the manager of a football club asking about a part-time job. Now the background has been made. It is a formal email. Your email should do the following things. So now they will give us prompts, what is to be done. The first thing is introduce yourself. Second thing is explain what experience and special skills you have. Third thing is tell him or her, when do you think you could start? So this is the thing that you have to tell them when you can start. So now I'm going to write it down one by one. First thing is dear manager. Now do not write dear John, you don't know him, so you don't have to write dear John. Now this is my email and I have to frame out something for dear manager or dear sir. My name is Jason. You can write any damn name, doesn't matter. My name is Jason and I'm writing to you concerning a part-time job at a football club. Now this should cover the main point and who you are. That is the most important thing that should be covered. So let us see, how do we start writing introduce yourself? So you can start by saying, I am from Delhi, India, and have played at the national level for more than 5 years, representing my country. Now, there should be a connection between the next line. I'm using a connector called however, and I'm connecting it to this line. And here, I'm talking about my own self, national level for more than 5 years. It's been a couple of years since I retired from active participation. Hence, I have moved into coaching arena of the game. So I have moved into coaching arena of the game. So I am introducing myself. This is all about me. It is all about me. And it is concerning the football. It is not concerning anything else. It is concerning the football. So you have to keep that in mind. Next thing is, explain what experience and special skills you have. So let us see. As your club standings have always been consistent with scoring top rankings in the Premier League competitions, it would be an honor and a great privilege for me to work for the club if given an opportunity. So this is what I'm talking about as a little bit of background. So I'm going to combine it together with the next thing. Let us see how do we do. So I have to add about special skills that you have. As far as my credentials as a professional coach are concerned, I've been coaching India's Delhi team for the last 18 months and have achieved many wins against our other Indian provinces. So instead of writing states here, generally, we don't use the word states in Canada. It's used as provinces because they call them provinces. Additionally, my current club, as well as my team members, can vouch for my efficient professional coaching methods and their rewards. So here we are talking about what can you do and what credentials do you have. That is important. Now let us see the last part. The last part says, tell him or her when you could think you could start. So let us see when you could start. As a consequence, if I am considered for the past-time replacement, I would be extremely grateful as it has been my dream to work for your esteemed club and can start working from August 21 onwards. So this is my concluding part. I'm going to conclude it here and we'll go to finalize the whole thing. I look forward to your response and thank you in anticipation. Regards, Jason Trump. I just used a weird name. Jason Trump. All right. So now we are going to assemble everything together and see how does it look like. So this is a step-by-step procedure on how the final email would look like. Now you've got to remember one thing, that while writing an email, you have to see the tone. Is it an informal email or it's a formal email? The second thing that you need to see is the context of writing, how you are writing this email, and what context are you writing. The background should be clear. There should be proper coherence, which is very important. If you don't have coherence, you are going to be into trouble. So let us see this email now. Dear manager, let us see what you have to write. My name is Jason and I'm writing you concerning a part-time job at a football club. I am from Delhi, India and have played at the national level for more than 5 years, representing my country. However, it's been a couple of years since I retired from active participation. Hence, I have moved into coaching arena of the game. So this is the basic thing what we've already talked is coming here. As your club standings have always been consistent with scoring top rankings in the Premier League competitions, it would be an honor and a great privilege to work for the club if given an opportunity. As far as my credentials as a professional coach are concerned, I've been coaching India's Delhi team for the last 18 months and have achieved many wins against our other provinces. Additionally, my current club, as well as my team members, can vouch for my efficient professional coaching methods and their rewards. As a consequence, if I'm considered for the part-time placement, I would be extremely grateful as it has been my dream to work for your esteemed club and can start working from August 21 onwards. I look forward to your response and thank you in anticipation. Regards, Jason Trump. Now, how do we count the words here? Let us see how the word counting is done. So it is from here till here. The regards, dear manager, that thing is not counted. And how do I count? I've got word. I can simply paste in word and see my word count. How does it look like? If it's less, I have to add more. So this is almost 197 words. These are, you see the corner here, it is 197 words mentioned, which is at the brink, absolutely at the brink of the whole thing. So you should be very careful, extremely careful of the word count. So let us close this and go back to our presentation. So this was our letter. And again, I'm telling you, how do we teach CELPIP? We have a 7-day material method. We don't have breaks in between. Practice every day. We cover all the modules, live classes with mentor every day, mock tests in a week, excellent results. Tips videos are there, global classes are there. And this is the way you can book your demo class. You can have a demo class with us and we'll give you the best of services, whatever we have. Thanks for now. Tomorrow, 7:30 again, we have a class on a different subject. Thank you so much. All the best.